Well, I certainly hope your summer is off to a good start, and it is a time to slow down and have a little fun. We also want you and your family to be safe. And the time between Memorial Day and Labor Day is often called the 100 deadliest days on the roads. Megan Cooper from AAA is here with me. This particularly affects one demographic.
It does, and what we focus on during the 100 deadliest days are teen drivers. So there's a lot of freedom, a lot of fun in the summertime, but we want parents to understand that there are risk factors for teen drivers. They're very inexperienced. They don't have those years of driving on the roadways, but it's also a time when they're starting their first jobs. They're driving with their friends for fun without that adult supervision, without that structure that they see during the school year. So it's a fun time, but it can also be a very risky time, especially since it's likely the first time that they are out driving on their own, less supervision. Maybe they're going off to college, starting their first job. There's a lot that happens during the summertime for them.
Sure, and there are some risk factors. You mentioned driving with friends is a big one. They just become more distracted. Speeding is another one. Not wearing those safety belts. So parents have got to reinforce these issues.
Right, and all of these things are basic. You know, it's when you first start driving, those are the things that are drilled in. But for teens, passengers are a huge issue, not only for the distraction, but they encourage a lot of times those riskier driving behaviors, unfortunately. Not wearing your seatbelt, distraction is huge. They're so connected with all of their technology that it's hard for them to turn that off in the vehicle. And teens think that they're invincible. They never think that something like that is going to happen to them, but we want them to understand that it can. So for parents, start now. Don't let them take the keys and drive without having those safe driving conversations. And for parents, I know it's hard to hear this, but we also need to work on our own driving habits as well, because they've been watching us for years, and we are likely what they are basing their safe driving habits on.
Just to reinforce that, my 12-year-old called me out this weekend and said, "Mom, I noticed you were speeding down the highway." And I was like, oh. And he's only a few years away from driving, so it really was a reminder to me that I do have to set the example. Again, we just want everyone to stay safe. Thank you for the great tips, Megan. We appreciate it.
Of course.